Hi everybody, how's it going? Your old buddy John here, back for another video, doing something a little different today. As you know, we usually check out the fish. After all, this is a show called John's 10 Fish Reviews, and I want to thank you for tuning in. But today, I have a very fancy tin here of Trader Joe brand smoked mussels. Now this tin here was kindly given to me by my manager, but more precisely my team leader. Anyway, it was very nice, very generous gift, very thoughtful. Look at this tin. It's so fancy. The colors are nice and the art is nice. And what I like about it is that everything is printed directly onto the tin rather than onto a box that encases the tin or a plastic wrapper or whatever. Another thing that some brands do is they just put it on a little label and they paste the label onto the tin. No, not with Trader Joe's, not at all. You get the whole fancy printed tin. So that's what we're looking at today, and it's very nice. Now I have to say, I've never had mussels before, but I have had oysters. And as far as I can tell, they're closely related. They're probably like brothers or something. But I wasn't fond of the oysters, I admit. Not fond of the oysters, but fortunately several of you in the comments have let me know several techniques to try in order to enhance the experience, or at least improve it marginally. A special thanks to a particular commenter who suggested Ritz crackers, mayonnaise, hot sauce, or mustard. Now, this was oysters, but I assume because they're related, right? Again, that's another assumption. I assume that because they're related, whatever techniques can be used to improve the oysters could also be used to improve the mussel experience. At least that's my hope. I really don't know, but that's what we're going to try. So I brought with me mustard. I brought this mustard. Also, I have some mayonnaise here. Now, I had to open a new tub, and it's a very large container, so I didn't bring that out with me. So, what I did was I just put it in this little cup. So, I've got a cup of mayonnaise, and that's what we'll be using to improve our Trader Joe mussel experience. Again, everybody, this video was brought to you by my team leader, Joe. Ironically, his name is Joe. Anyway, thank you very much for making this video possible. Also, before we get in, I want to thank you. That's right, you, my audience, and particularly you watching this video. Thank you. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me one of those, and if you didn't, you know what to do. Also, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. Let me know if you like these. Let me know what other tin fish you like. All right, so now it's time to crack open this tin of mussels and check out what's inside. Like I said, never had mussels. Don't know what to expect other than, you know, blobs of, see? See? They look a lot like oysters. I'm sure several of you in the comments below will have an idea as to what the differences are between mussels and oysters. I'm sure there are some, but I'd be interested to know what you know. I'm just going to leave that on for now. So, as mentioned before, we'll be checking these out on Ritz crackers. And again, I've got the cup of mayonnaise, this thing right here. We're going to check it out. Okay, so we mentioned that what you want to do in order to make this work is to put the mayonnaise and the mustard on the cracker first. Let's give it a try. As you can hear, the crows are going nuts today. Oh my gosh. There we go. Mayonnaise, done. Next, we're doing the mustard. Okay. The trick, oh gosh. The trick is to not to use too much. Of course, as soon as I say that, this happens. Anyway, the other ones are looking okay. So there we go, everybody. 4 Ritz crackers with mayonnaise and mustard. Now let's take another look at these oysters. Mussels. Mussels. They don't look too bad. The tin has been opened, but how does it smell? Not how does the tin smell, but how did the mussels smell? I can tell that these are lightly smoked, just as the label would suggest, but I'm also smelling well, it smells like the sea. It smells like the coast, which makes sense. Tin has been opened. That's step 1. Crackers have been prepared with mayonnaise and mustard. That's step 2. And finally, our next step is to try them. Let's check it out. You ready for this? This is the moment where 2 worlds collide. Well, everybody, it's just about time to chow down here. I know I can trust you. I could be honest with you, okay? I'm gonna do just that right now. The honest truth is that I'm a little nervous to give this a try. And you saw just a little while ago what we're dealing with. Looks like an alien's brain. But I have to reassure myself that plenty of people love these. They love oysters. They love mussels. Basically, they love anything that can be fished out of the sea and scraped out of a rock. And that's comforting. It's comforting to know that you know, it's a delicacy to many. People will pay top dollar for this stuff. Knowing that, I'm actually quite excited. So, let me take a break. Okay. Here we go. That was good. I was a bit surprised. It's actually quite good, and seriously, the mayonnaise and the mustard really adds a lot, I think. Kind of distracts from the flavor if you're not quite used to it, so it helps me out in that respect. The Ritz cracker is great. It's nice to have some sort of cracker to contrast from the squishy, mushy, no, I don't want to say mushy, but that squishy, wet texture. Of course, they can always be drained. But what I'm trying to say is that it's a nice contrast from that texture. And the mayonnaise and the mustard, they pair well together while knocking off the edge of the mussel. So it does a really nice job taming it and also adding to it. So it's a very interesting combination, I think. Next time I try mussels or oysters or any of these related things, definitely I'll go the same route with the mayonnaise and the mustard. And with that said, it's time to go in again. Well, everybody, next time you're at Trader Joe's, be sure to pick up a tin of slightly smoked mussels. As I pointed out earlier, it's a nice, fancy looking tin. And inside you'll find a great number of smoked mussels. Yeah, there are a lot of these in there. It's quite impressive, really, just how many they get in there, and very generous. Good amount of oil. I think that the oil was too bad on this one. It's extra virgin olive oil, so it gets all over your fingers sometimes, but I did pretty well today. Yeah, mostly I just got mustard all over the place, and I'd probably go a little less mustard next time. Hot sauce instead, I think, is probably what I would do. So give that a try, everybody. Give that a try, and let me know what you think. Again, thank you, Joe, team leader Joe. Thank you very much for buying me these mussels. It's very kind of you. And thanks for everything else you do for me. Very, very nice. Look out for me. Look for opportunities for me to do things. I really appreciate that. You always have my back. And thank you, everybody else, for watching this video. It's always a good time hanging out with you and eating some fish or whatever else. So appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Ugh, look at that. Too much mustard. Oh yeah, here we go.